Hi everyone, thank you very much for watching my video and for subscribing to my YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please click the subscribe button to show your support for this channel. In this video, I'm going to talk about 10 things that you must consider before buying, rescuing, and adopting birds. That's right. There are 10 things that you must consider. So anyway, this is Tweety. Hi Tweety, how are you today? Can you say hi to everyone? Tweety, are you okay? Tweety likes to hang out here. The thing is, Polly is really jealous, the green cheek Conure right here. But Tweety, you know, it's like they both love me. And okay, there you go. And that's what happened. Number one, before you, what is it, Polly? What is it, Tweety? See, they're really close to us, and even though they're really close to us, they're tame. But there is number one, there is no such thing as 100% tame birds or parrot. So they're not like domesticated animals. They have the wild side in them. So expect to get bitten. And just because you tame them, it doesn't mean that they're gonna be like dog or cat, you know. Even cat is I've had a lot of cats. I had like 8 cats when I was growing up. I mean more than that, at least 8 to 17 cats until I developed cat allergy. Then I couldn't keep my cats anymore. So anyway, again, there is no such thing as fully domesticated or tame birds. They have their wild side. Just and then what is it, Polly? You are eating my notes. So yeah, they've been breed hundreds of years in the wild. So don't get discouraged when you think you have tamed your Budgie. What is it, Tweety? Tweety is really tame. She loves to hang out next to me, but just like, again, like your spouse, you don't really tame them completely. They still have the mind of their own. The wrong word that's come out of your mouth. Anyway, so you have to be really careful. Wrong word means you get bitten, right? Even your boyfriend or girlfriend, actually girlfriend, you get bitten if you say the wrong word. So yeah, anyway, again, they were never fully domesticated. So another thing is, do you have allergy? That's right, make sure you check with your doctor. There is this, it's really hard word to say. It's chlamydiosis, psittacosis. Is form of avian tuberculosis. That's right. If you have like sensitive immune system, number 2, again, if you have that what do you call that thing? Yeah, weak immune system, you must be aware of the chlamydiosis. Psittacosis is like form of tuberculosis that comes from bird feces. That's right. So like I have cat allergy. I didn't know for years. I had like I said, 17 cats in the house running around. I didn't know that. I kept getting sick and I kept getting this allergy reaction, and the doctor, the allergist finally said, hey, you have cat allergy, you can't keep those cats anymore. And again, this tuberculosis can be transmitted through the air from birds to humans. That's right. And the feather dust from the feces dust. So yeah, they're all, and people who have asthma. Do you have asthma? If you have asthma, think about it before you buy birds. So yeah, make sure you don't have allergy reaction to birds, because poor them. Let's say you buy a bird and then you find out later that you have allergy or asthma, that you know the birds trigger your asthma reaction. So anyway, think about that first. Number 3, make sure like what's your tolerance for noises, like birds, like conure, parakeet, lovebirds. Form of parrots, they can be very loud. The bigger the birds, the louder they are. Polly in this house is one of the loudest. In my previous video, I talk about she always wakes up at 6 or 6:30 sharp in the morning. So if you're asking me what kind of, I live in an apartment, what kind of bird should you recommend me to purchase? I'll recommend for you to buy like lovebirds or budgies, parakeet, conure. It's okay, green cheek conure, if you can tolerate, if the condominium or apartment have good insulation, but not if it's the apartment or condo doesn't have good insulation. Don't buy conure because they can be really loud. Or bigger parrot is even worse. And the bigger they are, the more mess they make. the bigger the poop. So again, make sure these parrots are programmed to make noise. So see, they talk, which is really cute. They can say, "Pretty bird, I love you." And then what is it? Step up. Are you okay? Come here, Polly. Ow! See, they're still wild. Just because you say step up, look, yeah, they're still a wild animal. And then again, number one, what? There is no such thing as 100% tame bird. They were in the wild for hundreds of years, so they still bite, they still act wild. I mean, once in a while they go to their tame mode, they're really cute and cuddly, but sometimes they go back to their wild side, so you have to be aware of that. Number two, do you have allergy to that? Again, there's chlamydiosis, pistachosis, the form of tuberculosis, or can trigger asthma if you have reaction to the bird dust, they call it. And number three, again, parrot family birds, they love to make noise. Can you deal with that noise? What's your tolerance to noise? And number four, okay, these parrots, they have a long lifespan. That's right. Are you willing to commit to be with the parrots and to take care of them? Like this Conure, yes, Bolly, they can live up to 30 years. That's like 25 to 30 years. If you give them a healthy lifestyle, and happy home, this Conure can live up to 25 to 30 years. That's a long time. I'm in my 40s, so in my 70s, if I make it there, Polly will still be there. And this Tweety's been with us since 2013, so 13, 19, yeah, it's been, let me see, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, almost 7 years. Tweety's been with us, 6 to 7 years. That's a long time, and they're just a tiny little parakeet. Are you willing to commit to this bird? Some people get tired of it. They think birds are, they have a short lifespan, and no, they have a really long lifespan. Are you willing to commit to that? And yeah, it requires a lot of long-term commitment and responsibility. So are you willing to commit to that? And number five, parrots are extremely social animal. Do you have the time to socialize with them? It's like compared to human toddler. They're like little toddler. Yeah, you like a little toddler. Little toddler. They're like age 3 to 5, but they never grow up. It's like they want, require shelter and playtime, and it's just like having a little kid. When my daughter was little, she required a lot of attention and playtime. Do you have that time, to commit to socialize with your bird? And then birds are very active, and like, what do you call that? Make sure, like somebody asked me, do you clip your bird's wing? No, I never clip my bird's wing. I just want them to have a free flight to exercise. Every day I let them just fly around the house. Make sure I mark where they poop, so I can have newspaper. So when they land on their poopy place, I will have their poop. So again, birds are very, number 6, birds are very active. So make sure you have a safe environment for them to fly. And the bigger the birds, the bigger, what do you got? We have a 4-bedroom house, so yeah, it's and number 7, bird needs variety of seeds and food. Not just seeds. There's like a millet. There's like fresh fruit, vegetable. I blender Polly's vegetable. I mix it with fruits, so she's willing to eat it. Otherwise, she won't eat it. So yeah, it requires different variety of food and not just seeds. So do you have the money to support it? It's not that bad. For 3 birds, it's around like $40 to $50. It depends. So number 8. Light exposure. As you can see, I always choose a house or apartment with a nice window, nice lighting. The thing is, they love windows. They like to hang out in front of the windows. I don't know why. And it's funny how they can see other birds outside, and they're communicating. The bird outside is yelling, and Polly, Noel, and Tweety start yelling back at the other birds. So yeah, the exposure to the light is very important. They get their vitamin D from the sun, and it's you need that. You don't put birds in a dark place. At night maybe when they sleep, but during the day you want to put them in the. I put them in the room where there are a lot of lights, exposure. And number 9, birds are very sensitive in the air quality of the house. So if you're a smoker, you smoke cigarette, I don't smoke. And birds are very sensitive to Teflon. That's right, humans too actually. But birds, the Teflon coating, if it's heated until like 600 degrees or something or more, it will start releasing toxic fume and it can kill your birds. So you have to change your cooking wares. You must be aware of that. There are so many things, you know. In humans, the Teflon poisoning can cause like flu-like symptoms, you know, like runny nose, and you don't feel good at all when you get Teflon poisoning. In birds, because their lungs and their respiratory system is weaker, they can just die like that if you know, they got exposure to Teflon poisoning. And number 10, the number 10 is very important. Google around before you buy, rescue or adopting bird. Are there like good avian vets around? That's right, avian vets. Back in Maryland, we have an animal hospital, and they have a dedicated avian vet. Here in Virginia, I'm not sure where they are. There are a lot of vets for dogs and cats and PetSmart. Not all veterinary vets accept birds. What is it, Polly? Come here, step up. You don't have to buy. Yeah, Polly's in the buying mood right now. Here, why don't you just eat your... Yeah, again, they're still wild, so the thing is, bird care is very important. Again, you know, you must look around, because when they get sick, they can cost a lot of money. You may want to get, like, believe it or not, a bird health insurance. They're very cheap. It's like $10 to $15 a month. But when they get sick and when they need an X-ray can cost $350. That's right. The bird checkup is $50 per checkup. So you may want to get a bird insurance. So again, there are a lot of commitment that you need to, what do you call that? To consider before you buy rescuing or what do you call it? Adopting a bird. Our first parakeet, her name was Sunshine. She was my wife's parakeet, and her husband had to go to the U.S. Naval base in Japan. So we didn't know. We weren't bird people. We thought we were able. Oh, it's a tiny little parakeet. Man, that Sunshine, the little tiny parakeet, she has a lot of personalities. I mean, she hated us. She hated us in the beginning. Sunshine bit our fingers, attacked us. I mean, I was bleeding. She was attacking us to hurt us, you know. And then it took us like a year and a half to. It's really hard when you rescue a bird. Don't get me wrong. I love rescuing animals. I have really soft heart for animals out there. Like when I was little, I would gather all the stray cats and I brought it home, and my mom was like, "What are you doing? You brought so many cats!" You know. And the same thing with birds. Every time I see like stray parakeets, I just want to capture it and rescue it. And it's just I have that soft spot for rescuing animals. But the thing about rescue animal, they've been cared and trained by other people, so you have to have extra patience and get education. That's right, get the training that's necessary before you even try to rescue or adopt. Yeah, we were trained the hard way. We went to Barnes & Noble. We read all we could about birds, about parakeet, about bird care, about budgies, about parrots. So I mean, we had to read and to learn. So anyway, again, excuse me, again, I encourage you to think about it and to adopt, buy birds, but you need to have proper education so you won't be shocked and you're wondering like, what's going on, you know? The same thing when before you get married to somebody, before have that commitment, long-term commitment, you don't just meet somebody, hey baby, marry me, and then the thing, I mean, the first thing you know, she was a mess. She pooped all over the, I mean, bird poop all over the place. Well, some people do that. They're so messy, they poop and pee all over the place, and you have to clean their mess, you know, like, well, you don't want to get a divorce. And then the judge will ask, so why are you getting a divorce? Well, my spouse pooped all over the place. Just like you, Polly. Yes. So anyway, love you guys. Thank you so much for watching my video and for subscribing to my YouTube channel. Please show your support by clicking the subscribe button. Thank you guys. Bye.